Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Lygia here with your full moon reading for January 13th, 2025, and I am on location at the Hecla Lakeview Resort. So I thought I'd give you a little bit of a reading just to show up, and it's a very brief reading. I tried to actually do one before, and unfortunately, for some strange reason, my audio just did not work. So I figured I would pick a couple cards that would actually help you out for this beautiful full moon. It is apparently the wolf moon, which is quite beautiful, and it's the first one of January or 2025. So we're into some pretty intense energies right now. We know that. We know that everything that is going on around the world right now is absolutely in, well, upheaval. And in that sense, so are we. We are in this upheaval moment because, man, are we getting an upgrade. Our bodies, our minds, our spirits are getting such an upgrade right now. It is unbelievable. And with that, when we change on the inside, it's basically as within, so without. So basically, we are definitely seeing that around us. And I must say that my heart goes out to the people in Los Angeles and the California areas that are affected by the crazy fires that are going on right now. And I pray that the wind does not affect anything more or make anything any worse, because I also have family out there too. So that said, prayers to everyone actually who are going through difficult times at this time in life, whether it's floods or other things, other climactic weather situations, or even just within themselves. At this time, have hope. That's all I could say is have hope. We are all cheering in, and we're in this together. So having said that, I'm pulling from two card decks, one of them being mine. So I have an update today on the full moon. I think is absolutely wonderful. We have the shipment coming in. I am so excited. So I basically have my decks coming in, and fairly shortly I will be having them for retail. So for anybody who wants, I have that. Those decks will be ready probably by this weekend. So that's what we're pulling one card from. And we're also going to be pulling from the Shaman's Dream Oracle by Colette, Baron-Reid. And just as a clarifier, so let's get right into this. I've got two cards pulled, so one from each deck, and I haven't actually looked at them. So the first one we have is Wealth, which I think is kind of interesting. All right, this is from my deck. Now, what this basically says is that we have wealth within us. We basically have all the opportunities for abundance right within our DNA. It starts just from the moment that we were actually born. So we have wealth within us, and wealth doesn't make us worthy of anything in particular. Our worth is what makes us wealthy. That's what this is basically saying. And I think that this is really important to learn, especially right now, because some of us are going through some very tough times. I mean, we know that the economy, we know that the financial situation is changing on a daily rate. And we see how prices are skyrocketing. We've got gas prices skyrocketing, at least I know here in North America. So there's lots of things that are changing, but that is on the outside. So what is changing on the inside is going to always reflect what's on the outside. So if you feel wealthy, every individual feeling wealthy within, no matter what it is that you have, you could have $1 or $100 or $1,000,000. It doesn't matter what it is that you have. What you need to have is basically that feeling of feeling wealthy. And if you do, then one person, two people, 20, 50, 100, 1,000, 1,000,000, if each and every one of us feel that, then we're going to change what we see on the outside. Everything is about energy and vibration, according to Tesla and according to everything that is around us. And basically, energy and vibration starts from within. When we do this, we are powerful beings, man. We are powerful beings. We can take that and amplify it and send that out into the rest of the world. And that is what is going to change the aspect of wealth, the aspect of balancing and harmonizing wealth around the world. It's not fair in a lot of ways. I see that one person or several small individuals, small percentages of individuals are at a higher financial wealth than everybody else, just because the ego has created more power, or that feeling of more power that they have. And that's the only difference. If you have that wealth, say if you actually came into $1,000,000, will that change the way you feel? That's the major thing. It's what you feel inside. Do you have that within you to share it with others? Or are you going to hold on to it like very tightly? That's also an aspect that is coming up right now too, is let go of attachments. Especially in this case, attachments to the beliefs about wealth. Let go of these attachments and believe in the abundance that you were assured at this time. The other thing about wealth is that sometimes when things are going on around you, especially when it comes to the financial, the economical around the world, you are really in this tendency to think that, oh, woe is me, I don't have enough. And that is where the attachment to that belief system likely could have been pre-programmed from your family, for your mom, dad, your grandparents. It could be anything. And what you need to do is adjust that way of thinking, adjust that belief system, send away those attachments, cut those attachments, and then just allow yourself to see what it is that you're grateful for. And the best way to do that is to find out what you already have and send that gratitude within you, deep-seated gratitude within you for what you actually do have. Right now, I'm thinking about the people that are in LA, just thinking about the fact that those who have their homes that have been saved, they have their homes, they have a shelter. And I know my message to them, to anyone who has a home and you see devastation around them and their neighbors don't have a home, please do not feel guilty. Do not feel guilty. It's not like the universe has just picked one house out of the other and said, because you're good or whatever the fact is that you got saved. It's not that at all. In this case, just share the love and the support to everyone else and whatever you can give at that point to everyone else. Let go of the guilt. Guilt is not going to be helpful. The support, the love, compassion is going to be much different, and you're going to be able to share your feelings of support with them. So don't feel guilty. That said, let's skirt from wealth for a second, and I'm going to take apart the next card. We've got Spirit of the River, movement toward adventure. Okay, so one of the things that I see here too is the increasing of creativity. Now, where the planetary or celestial aspects are at the moment, things are getting really heated. There's a lot of things there's a lot of planets, including the aspect of the traits of Mars are also coming in. So Mars has two traits. Every planet, just like us, we have a duality, but every planet has two different aspects. If you look at the positive traits, I'm going to say positive and negative. So positive and negative traits between planets and people and beings and anything. In this case, Spirit of the River, we're moving towards a time of newness, of a different perspective, of a childlike look at things. And because of that, this is saying be open to the changes, be open to the newness that's coming to you. And always, it doesn't mean that you have to always continually go with the flow with things, especially if it means that it's harmful or that it's going to push your personal boundaries. So keep those personal boundaries in check, because you always have access to those, and you can always exercise that whenever you need to. But always just be open to the challenge and be open to the adventure that's coming. I'm going to read from the book for us for this time, just because I think you might get some things out of you might resonate with some of the things that's here. Movement toward adventure, addiction to problems, allowing and trusting the current. The Spirit of the River invites you to step into the flow, to stop swimming against or avoiding the current. Allow the waters to carry you downstream, away from the eddies and the whirlpools. It's time to heed the call of a new adventure waiting for you. Stop working on the problem for a while. The issue is not what it seems. It is your addiction to fixing what has gone bad that is consuming so much of your time. That's true. We always want to make things right. Work to create a greater good, and the bad will resolve itself on its own. There's nothing that you can accomplish with more efforting, as it says, as the situations in your life right now are subject to forces beyond your control. And this is definite. This is actually what is happening. Forces on all sides, whether it is on the outsides by the powers that are trying to control, or also from the universe and how things are changing in that regard. Recognize this, step back, and trust the flow. There is no loss of face or lack of honor or integrity. It is simply the way things are at this moment. When this card appears, it's time to say yes to the next leg of your journey. Your life is like a river, inevitably and inexorably flowing to the sea, which is your divine destination. Be fearless and release yourself to the rushing water in the middle of the stream. Whatever it is you are holding onto, the feelings, the thoughts, the beliefs about how things are or how things should be or could be fixed easily with the power of the spirit of the river. Simply let go and enjoy the thrill of the ride. All will be well. And that's amazing, because I see that this is a time of basically a fluid set of emotions. This is the full moon in Cancer. So Cancer does have fluid emotions. There's a lot of things going on. The trick here is to experience those emotions for what is going on around you or within you and let it go. This is that time of no attachment to what you have here. Just experience it and then let that part go. Importantly, when you think about, like, as it comes up, the spirit of the river is, the water is about emotional support, emotional things. And we can see a lot of things going on right now that are tapping into those compassionate heartstrings that we've got going on, especially with the fires, with floods in other parts of the world, or with difficulties that a lot of people are seeing that are publicized. So these are things that we can really look at, but also it's a precursor to let us know that things are coming up that are going to be brand spanking new, and just to be open to some of the newness, to be open to the changes that are here for us, and not happening to us. If you also keep that in mind, that whatever happens for you, whether you are losing things, whether it is like, material or physical goods, you're, maybe losing connections with other people. So this is also a time of relationship dynamics, and a dynamic movement between either balance in your relationships or letting things go. Be open to that and just take it as it is. Recognize that maybe you don't resonate with other people, and some people may not resonate with you at this time. So just keep these things in mind and recognize that when you need to let go. And now we're basically moving on this amazing journey into a higher state of consciousness. This is the beginning. 2025 is the beginning. And I encourage you to check out the 2025 first 6 months reading that I have from January till June. I'll send you the link below. Click on that and check it out, because there's a lot going on, and it gives you a better, little bit of a tidbit of what to expect in each month. So with that, I'm going to let you go and enjoy this full moon, and enjoy the day if you can, in whatever way and capacity that you do for a full moon. If you do a ceremony, that would be fantastic. Write things down that you want to let go of at this time and burn it. It is just a beautiful way of sending that information up into the world, or up into the universe, into the ethers, and letting the universe take you and guide you into the journey that you were expected and wanting to have, with abundance, love, peace, and joy. So that I wish you. And thank you very much for watching. Once again, keep a little ear out for when next I will let you know about when the decks are for sale, and also my card deck, that is. And I also encourage you to click the like button or the subscribe button if you haven't below, and subscribe to my weekly newsletter, which is a free newsletter that I send out with a message from the divine that is either a card reading or both, a card reading and the message for the week ahead. It's very enlightening. So once again, thank you so much for watching, and bye for now. We'll see you in the next video.